She's trying to aura farm and she failed, bro. Pay close attention. For today, we are going to learn about the paratroopers. The ones who call us legs.
The Pentagon is sending about 2,000 Army paratroopers to the Middle East. Based at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, the paratroopers from the 82nd Airborne Division can be sent anywhere in the world in as little as 18 hours.
So nothing against Airborne. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a lie. That's Ranger Battalion who's supposed to be ready to deploy 24 or 19 hours anywhere in the world, 18 hours anywhere in the world. Not just like your typical Airborne. No, 82nd has a brigade on 18 hours standby at all times that rotate. 82nd has so much funding, actually, they better be ready to jump in. They get all the good shit right from the get. I'm just jealous because I'm a
paratroopers are trained to support crisis response, security, and deterrence. The deployment comes as President Trump says he's attempting to end the war with Iran through diplomacy.
We're gonna end that fucking war with war, pussy.
They have to survive U.S. Army Airborne School at Fort Benning, Georgia. It's a 3-week course that teaches the techniques involved in parachuting from airplanes and landing safely on the ground.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do when they start getting shot the fuck up midair, bro? We gotta think bigger.
Techniques involved in parachuting from airplanes and landing safely on the ground. Although that doesn't always happen. When Business Insider went inside Airborne School, we found out how dangerous the training process.
I mean, let's be honest. You go to Airborne School, you know you're basically signing away your kneecaps. Oh, well, this is going to take 20 years off of my knees. They're going to be destroyed in about 3 days. Look out for that. It's not a tree. It's a Humvee. Bow!
When Business Insider went inside Airborne School, we found out how dangerous the training process can be.
She's trying to aura farm and she failed, bro. This was her moment to pull a Tom Cruise. Aim in the driver's seat. That's what you were supposed to do.
Damn.
She gone.
Sir, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Filming?
You can't. No.
An instructor ordered us to stop recording while the medics tended to her. A few minutes later, she was back on her feet and walking without assistance.
She fine, man.
When we caught up to her, she was all smiles.
Her teeth are gone. She's like, I know Airborne School. It's pretty fun here. You can get hurt, but it's pretty fun here. Hey, look at her, though. That's a cool officer. Chat, who would go Airborne? I've never been to Airborne School. I'm going to tell you right now, that shit looks like cake, bro. I've only heard that they just run a lot, and like that was it. And I was like, okay.
The medic checked me out. I didn't pull anything.
That's a sharp complaint.
I was very grateful and also very conscious of the fact that I didn't hear a pop.
Girl, the only thing that would have popped is your head. Thank God we didn't hear that. Her head explodes from smacking on it.
Due to the fact that Davis listened to this instructor's advice right before she crashed.
Keep your feet together.
Keeping the feet and knees together.
Keeping your feet and knees together is not what saved her. It's just what you're supposed to do. I wouldn't say his advice saved her life, but like, that's great reminding her.
Together is an essential component of executing a safe landing after a jump.
Feet and knees together. Feet and knees together. Feet and knees together. Feet and knees together.
Got it. I totally misunderstood what you said. How do you misunderstand feet and knees together? I didn't hear it. It's service related, right?
It's a phrase heard ad nauseum at Airborne School. A 3-week course where the Army trains students to become paratroopers.
Whoa.
Throwing yourself out of an aircraft is not a natural thing, especially at
remember, guys, if you're not airborne, you ain't shit. You're just a pair of legs.
Like nothing you have ever felt before.
Insider spent 5 days at Airborne School.
Let me know if you've never jumped out of a plane in the comments below. Dude, they look like cheerleaders.
The second week, overcoming your fears.
Basically, elite cheer competition school. Oh, straight down.
You're jumping out of aircraft. You successfully make 5 jumps and you graduate Airborne School. Overall objective is to provide a capability to put a battalion-sized plus element in a location within 72 hours.
72 hours now. Okay, there's the real stat. I was going to say, Ranger Battalion's always supposed to be that shock unit who could be anywhere in the world in 18 hours. And then Airborne is supposed to be like the QRF/assist to that.
On day 1, students have
Airborne
to pass 2 physical assessments.
First group.
Okay.
Get ready.
First,
Pull-ups.
The flex arm hang,
Uncross your feet.
where
Flex
students
arm.
must perform a pull-up and remain in place for 10 seconds.
Controversial opinion. Let me know down below in the comments. I respect somebody more with a cab than I do airborne. Because a cab means you didn't just go to any schoolhouse, you went to the grand finale. And you actually got some at the grand finale and you came back. I know all combat action badges aren't the same. I'm all about the CIB, right? Combat Infantryman's badge. And then there's the combat action badge. Because you're not going to beat anything that's combat. Oh, you jumped out of planes? Cool. I've been shot at and shot back at.
This exercise requires the
got that.
same technique and amount of upper body
Yeah, we got
strength
that.
to perform what's known as a slip, where a paratrooper grabs handles on the harness called risers and pulls down to adjust the parachute's direction.
To really pull good slip, you're pulling, I think, 60% of your body weight.
You're just up in the air tugging? Isn't that kind of gay? Bro, you're just in the air. I gotta re-aim this thing. This thing's aim sucks. If you're just in the air tugging that shit for fun, you're gay. Bro,
To really
double
pull
grip?
Good slip, you're pulling, I think, 60% of your body weight.
If you cannot
Okay.
hook up to the ankle line cable, you are a reach assessment failure. Do you understand?
The second physical test assesses a student's ability to reach the cable they must connect to before jumping.
Oh, you gotta be tall enough?
Being a smaller human, I was definitely nervous about that. But when I got there, I stretched my arm out as high as I could and realized, all right,
You're never gonna meet her. She doesn't want to talk to you. Leave her alone. No, mommy milkers, no. She's AI. She's not real.
I qualify. And that was a good feeling because I was a little bit nervous.
While
So
others
height is
pass
the
with
standard.
ease.
Our short kings
Some
aren't gonna make it.
students, a failed reach assessment brings an end to their training before it officially begins. About 50
Height discrimination at airborne school? Oh no! Dude, imagine being like, how'd you fail airborne school? I was too short. I couldn't fucking reach the shit. Girl, tippy toes, God. Bro, jump on the seat. Risk it all. Jump to the get it on there. Honestly, that kind of pisses me off. If you've been in the military, you know how hard it is to go to the schoolhouse, any schoolhouse. You have to drop a packet and do all this stuff. I just see it as somebody who wasted a slot. Like, you have to be able to reach this line. How high is that line off of the ground? If you can't reach that before you go, you're not going to spend all the company's money. We're not going to send you because you're going to fail. You're not tall enough. Oh, look at this Marine. In case you guys don't know, the Army is awesome because all branches, we do this with some other branches too. We go to some other schoolhouses. A bunch of Marines, sailors, etc., Air Force, they all come to all the schools in the Army you can imagine to participate in the schoolhouses.
15,000
The
students
Marines carry the
enroll
flag.
in
They're the
airborne
best.
school each
Shut up.
year, and roughly
The Marine gets to do whatever he wants because he's going to try so hard to.
about 10%.
You know what? I will just out the secret. All you Marines who come to Army school and try and prove yourself, then you're better than us. We let you be class leader. We let you be the guidon carrier because you got something to prove, bro. And we could give a less. I'm never going to see you again after. So we're going to let you do all the extra hard shit. And we're going to say you got such a big wiener and stroke you. Air stroke the out of your shit because I don't need to be tired like that.
15,000 students enroll in airborne school each year, and roughly
Airborne.
13,000 graduate. About 10% of students are female.
I'm 17, and so I joined right out of high school. My friends now, they're just graduating.
Dude, I have never, that's, no, Smash! That's 17, you cannot
so I
do
joined right
that
out
in
of
the
high school. My
Army,
friends
bro.
now-
You cannot allow a 17-year-old student in airborne school to be around grown men who are just simply testosterone-filled, horny, and will damn near anything, including possibly the guy next to them. Dude, imagine being at the schoolhouse and be like, oh yeah, I hooked up with that girl. Isn't that student 17? What? I'm going to jail? Because in case you guys don't know, you can go to these schools at the age of 17. You can also do it to where if you're a junior in high school and you're 17 years old and your parents sign off on it, you can go to boot camp in the summer of your senior year or your junior year. I had one guy in my high school do that.
They're
How'd the
just going to
17-year-old get
college.
promoted
That's
to PFC?
The new things that they're starting, and the things I wanted to start right out of high school.
Ah!
The new things that they're starting, and the things I wanted to start right out of high school is, you know, saving people's lives and jumping out of planes.
You're not doing that. Hey, who's gonna tell her she's not at all doing that? Who's gonna tell her none of that is gonna happen? Did anybody tell you we're jumping into Iran? Like, bro, this is when Airborne actually was cool. I'm sorry.
More volunteers from its ranks for parachute duty.
Since 1940, paratroopers have been trained at the Fort Benning Army installation, which straddles
This video's
the
making me thirsty.
Alabama-Georgia border about 100
Yo,
miles.
Chad, this is where Webby's at right now. Webby's at Fort Benning.
Stand by for the jump light. That's it. 4 more trips like this one, and the fledgling
Dude,
paratrooper
imagine
gets
this
his
plane is
wings.
just... It's
His
probably
name
better
will
to
be
jump out of the
known
plane. You got more of a likelihood of dying in the plane, no?
Today, paratroopers still get extra pay.
Shit. Bro, they get so much more money.
Students who graduate from Airborne school get $150 per month added to their paycheck,
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm pretty sure they get more than that.
classified as hazardous duty incentive pay.
All the Airborne people who got hazardous duty pay but never jumped into a combat zone once ever, it's just compensation for your knees. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Slap, step, kick, count.
The
Dodge,
ground
duck,
week phase
dip,
gives
dive,
you
dodge.
confidence in your competency.
If you're on the left door, your static line is in the left hand.
You don't have to be the strongest or the smartest.
Recover.
If you can remember to do very specific things at very specific times, you'll be fine.
These are your equipment rings. Below that.
Oh. 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 If you're going to be an officer and you want any form of respect for your line infantry dudes, the only way to start that process is with a Ranger tab. If you're a butter bar and you got a Ranger tab, you get this much respect. You get to start getting respect.
We teach them how to properly put on what's called a harness. Teach them how to rig it, the different components of the harness. Airborne, once you're finished and you're ready for inspection, come to me.
After donning and rigging the harness, an instructor inspects the student's work.
Hold, squat, turn, bend,
Put your dick in my face. What?
recover, recover, recover.
Sergeant, what's up with
Sergeant, you forgot me. I would like to be next, Sergeant. Send me to Airborne School now! He cannot do that to the female instructors, I guarantee you that.
Sergeant, what's up with the little glove tab?
So that's basically called the seal of approval. Cover. Basically, they have what's called 5 points of contact: the balls of the feet, the calf, the thigh, the buttocks, and the pull-up muscle. Recover. The 4th point of contact is the easier accessible part of the body that doesn't have anything to interfere as far as the harness itself. Recover. That 4th point of contact is that seal of approval that your equipment is good, I've checked it, and you're good to go.
Yo, is it sexist now that he's not going to do this to the females? Seal of approval, huh? So you're only going to give me the seal of approval if you can touch this ass, huh? All right.
The mock door prepares students for what it's like to jump, but not to land.
Oh, yeah, dude, hey. Those are just alike. If you just jump through that mock door, it's just like jumping out of a plane at like 15,000 feet and falling. They're exactly the same.
Students use the suspended harness to practice pulling a slip.
So you
Oh,
would
that
pull a
looks
slip
like fun.
in the
I'm not
direction that
listening
you
to
want
anything. I'm just
go.
gonna-
So if you want to go to your front, to your left, you're going to pull a front left slip, as it would be all the way around all 4 risers.
The T-11 parachute is not technically
Why do I just want to f around all the time? Bro, I would literally just be like, Why not?
The T-11 parachute is not technically steerable, but executing a slip is the
T-11.
only option for avoiding a collision.
Whether it's avoiding trees, other jumpers, they do work, and that's why we teach them here.
Doing it constantly, knowing.
You're gonna no-go my ass? No, I'm gonna be the soldier of the class, bro.
Thing taught during ground week is taken to a new height the following week.
Tower week, you're 34 feet off the ground. What are you gonna do? You know, nobody knows how they're gonna react when they're staring that door in the face. And I think everyone had that gut check, if you will, when they were.
Oh, we got Air Force here. Is this like the high speed group? I thought I saw somebody over here with another tab. And then we got a TAC P, so we got an Air Force controller. Yeah, remember guys, all branches come to the Army to train.
Is used to help them control that fear.
Jump out and be a ragdoll.
When you get up in that tower, everybody's excited, walking up the stairs just like everybody else. But then now reality sets in when I'm standing up here 34 foot in the air, and now you asking me to jump out.
Case.
They're going to kick out.
Sleepy. Honestly, if I go to this school, you don't touch my ass, we're fighting. You don't touch my ass, I'm going to beat the out of you.
The platform, they begin to count to 6,000. At the end of your 6,000 count, your main canopy will have fully deployed and has begun its inflation process and begun its descent to the ground.
You did everything right.
Students are observed and evaluated.
Hey, you did everything right, but I hate you. No go. Try again. Bro, that's how it be sometimes. Hey, you did everything right, but I'm having a bad day, so you're a no-go. Try again.
By instructors who critique them until they have developed an exit worthy of a live jump.
All right, do it again.
I actually jumped the mock tower 22 times just because I just had to perfect it and get it right.
They wasn't doing slap ass on you, girl, was they? Because 22 times doing the seal of approval is kind of crazy. Have we just discovered a different type of SA in the military right now?
An opportunity to practice a parachute landing fall in a more realistic way.
It simulates the oscillation and downward movement that you would experience on a normal parachute jump. They will swing until they get into a good parachute landing fall position. In a true parachute landing fall, you are not looking at the ground, so you don't know when you're gonna hit. We don't tell.
Bro, shut up. Just smack my ass. That's what I would say the whole time. I'd be like, bro, shut up. Smack my ass.
Instructor pulls a cable that causes the student to fall.
This is also the most dangerous course when it comes to the actual training. We've seen broken bones, we've seen concussions result from this training.
You guys may think some of this is silly though, but it's so important. If you can't take care of the fundamentals, like the whole thing's gonna go to shit. So the Army is really, really good at making sure you understand fundamentals. That's why the military as a whole is pretty big on like no excuses. We don't give a f. Everybody's been through it. Everybody kind of knows what the standard is. Because nothing's going to compare to the real thing. So
where students
you just got to run reps.
Everything they've learned in 5 different jumps.
Sleepy!
Aircraft flying 1,250 feet off the ground.
Go, 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 go.
Jump week begins with a jog to the airfield.
Running down here from the barracks, it's a very slow pace. I found out the purpose of that was to check to see if anyone had any injuries. And then it's a waiting game until you finally get to jump.
Trying to see if your knees or ankles gave out already.
Main and reserve parachutes, which have been meticulously packed and inspected by riggers.
Shout out to all them riggers out there.
The team uses a 13-step process to pack about 75,000 parachutes a year for Airborne.
Bro, what happens though if like you pack it and that shit don't work and they die?
Students head to the harness shed where instructors inspect their parachutes.
The harness shit?
So they go through five rounds of inspections by the time they exit the aircraft. Just to verify, re-verify, triple verify, make sure that...
Because you're retarded. So, yeah, it is necessary. This is why you do PCCs and PCIs and all that shit.
Triple verify, make sure that everything is in order.
Everything from checking the helmet and the actual T11 harness and the parachute for any deficiencies, any cuts, frays, any twists, anything that could injure the jumper or cause malfunction.
I don't know why I feel like I've seen bro before.
After the inspections, students wait and wait and wait. Their jumps often delayed for hours by weather and air traffic control.
So dog shit.
I will say, the harness shed is not fun. You can't talk. You can't go to the bathroom. You just have to sit there in our nice, comfy harnesses until you...
I will piss on the floor. Y'all know me. We live stream, I'm pissing, bro. Come join us on Twitch, Kick, or Rumble, where we stream Monday through Friday. You could possibly watch me go and take a piss. There is a trick to pissing in uniform if you can't get out of your uniform, guys. You're gonna squat like you're pooping, and you're just gonna piss. And all the pee isn't gonna go down your legs, your boots, your equipment, get on other stuff. It's gonna all dribble out here. You gotta piss your pants. Squat butt below the kneecaps. Because then you only piss in a smaller part. Squat to pee, stand to
The
shit.
students get the signal that it's time to board the C-130 Hercules that will fly them to the drop zone.
Damn, they all got headaches. That's crazy.
C-130 flies toward Fryer Drop Zone on the Alabama side of the Chattahoochee River.
We're invading Alabama.
When they open the doors, it's like, oh, you know, if your heart's not already beating, that's when it starts, because you're just about to go.
How old are you, bro?
Before the students jump, two instructors.
Did I just see that left cheek? The recoil shook the whole plane.
Before the students jump,
I gotta go goon.
So they'll jump out, not pull a slip, see where the wind's taking them, and then we'll send that wind data up to the aircraft.
on the ground, a smoke bomb ignited in a barrel provides an
Cool.
additional sense of wind direction and speed.
Because they don't want them drifting into the woods if they can help it. Because remember, guys, they're just training for now. They're not going to be perfect.
We all have fears. A lot of folks are scared of heights. You know, you hear the stories, possible fatalities, and you allow that to get in your head. But once you get here to the school, you'll see that it's nothing like you ever thought it would be.
And then you hate it, and you're like, well,
That
this
8
sucks.
seconds you have falling out of the sky, you're in your happy place.
That's the only place you're going to get away with anything. Maybe this is a great place to just piss your pants. I still think my way is superior, but yeah. You're just going to piss on an instructor's head? What if your shoot doesn't happen, you pull your reserve?
Of the aircraft was the calm. It's like slipping into the void, and there's absolute silence, and it's such a cool feeling.
Yeah,
But
so
accidents
it's going to be the
can
opposite
occur.
of that when you jump
I
into
know it's coming
Iran.
from-
Seeing tracer rounds from the woods zooming through your shit, you're like, oh no.
Landed just a few inches to the left. Her face and head could have collided with this mirror on the side of the Humvee.
Mentally, I was back in my plebe combative class.
Bro, you should have just done it, girl. That could have been service related.
When you jump, you can't have a clear drop zone. We have to have vehicles out there for emergency purposes, and the best you can do is pull a one-riser slip opposite the direction of the hazard, feet knees together, ready to land.
Our next jump was
Man,
the
what a
night jump.
payout that would have been. Technically, we can see what kind of payout that would have been. Hold up now. So we're just going to pretend she'll get 50% disability with like no extra rate. And we'll say she's 25 and she'll live another 50 years. Who wants to guess how much that is tax-free? That's $1,050,000. That's only doing like 50% disability over the course of 50 years. If she was getting 100% T&P over the course of like 50 years, we'll say, because I'm not even including dependents or anything like that. 1.9 million. He's reaching? Oh no, because my 100% T&P is over $3,000 a month.
Our
She's
next
gonna hate
jump
the
was
fact
night
she didn't
jump.
seize that
So
opportunity.
you can imagine a somewhat traumatizing experience occurring, and then I was really, really trying to just remind myself.
My 90% is $2,670 a month. There you go. Nikko, what you doing for $1 billion without taxes? Doing what I can to positively impact my community. You got to with that much money. My main goal, if I made $1 billion, stay true. Main goal, don't be the bad guy. People don't know unless you start making money and you know like what it would like to have $1 billion. It's try not to be the bad guy or turn into the villain, and then trying to positively impact my community. And I would give a bunch of money away to my community too. Like every year we'd be giving away a bunch of money.
Really, really trying to just remind myself that I'm good at this and just have faith in the
You're
equipment.
mid, but yeah, you're good.
How did that one go?
It went flawlessly. Flawlessly. It was great.
Feet knees together.
Flawless
Nice.
landings are rare during
Flawless.
students jump with about 35 pounds of combat gear added to their load.
It was really nice to get it over with on a combat jump, which that isn't fun because you're carrying all the equipment. But once you get out of that aircraft and you realize that being a smaller person kind of aids in bringing you down to the ground.
Yeah, you're a lot lighter.
All right, comes in for
Look at this big
target landing.
Oh my God, Mr. Stump the what the man, bro? Look at it. Watch his knees,
All right, comes in for a nice target landing.
bro. He came in. He was like straight from the air. He was like, oh my God. He's like, ah. Bro's gonna ice his knees all day.
friends and family gather to see the newest class of airborne qualified soldiers graduate after 3 weeks of training.
Bro, when you just get the big dick in front of your family at airborne school, ooh.
A student that comes here, they don't know what to expect. They chose to do something that probably over 1/3 of the Army won't do. It's something to have this wing on your chest. You have proven that, hey, you jump.
I like this commander.
I was afraid of heights, but managed to step up to the plate, jump out the plane, and now I can say that I'm airborne qualified.
I've definitely grown in confidence in myself. I'm a signal officer, so I work on computers, and it's very...
She's a SIGINT officer and went to airborne school? Pisses me off. I'm trying to go and get that seal of approval on God. Yes.
I'm the last military member in my immediate family to become airborne qualified, so as my mom would say it, I'm no longer a dirty, nasty leg. So that's fun.
Okay, have fun jumping into Iran. You.
What is the leg thing?
So a leg is someone who don't have airborne wings. You can have everything, you ain't got airborne wings, you're a leg. So that's what we... 376 airborne students that just graduated, no longer legs.
Make sure you don't use your legs in the gunfight when you get on the ground, okay? It's just a skill set. Like, that's all it is. Majority of people who want to be airborne are, first of all, a lot of them are new to the military. They're all like privates, so they just think airborne school is the way. Then people realize they need airborne school when they want to go like soft to Ranger Battalion, SF, you know, so on and so forth. But it's not exactly airborne school doesn't mean you're going to just jump into combat, because we haven't jumped into combat in over 20 years.